Well, hello everyone and welcome back. As you can see, I'm wasting no time getting started casting, and if you're thinking I'm using an awfully big rod and reel, you're right. First day musky fishing 2020, and it feels darn good to be out. Season opened close to a week ago now, at least as of the time that I'm filming this, but I haven't been out yet, and I have really just a few hours here this morning, but I thought I would get on the water, make sure everything's in working order, and see if I can get lucky with a fish today. It's going to be a super clear, kind of high pressure bluebird day, which isn't ideal, but try to get out at least for a few hours here at sunrise, and I've got a little window where moon's about to be overhead, so that has a tendency to get the fish going. So wind should be in my favor today, as long as it picks up here a little bit. But I gotta say, it feels really good to be out. Feels good to have the nice little musky net being my sail behind me. Getting started here with a Topwater bait. Got a Dr. Evil, like X lures. Figured I'd toss it around a little bit and we'll see what we can do. So, I'm actually doing an early switch up here. I'm going to throw on this spinnerbait, which typically I don't use spinnerbaits for muskies much, but I've actually had luck moving fish on them several times. And if you watched my couple videos ago, I've had some luck on a white spinnerbait for other species this year. But really, I'm wrecking a ton of schooling bait fish really everywhere around me, and it's pretty weedy up there. So this should move through that pretty darn well. Ooh, that looks good. Just got a little bit scared. Good kind of scared. Just hitting the edge of a weed line up there. Getting a little shallow here. You can see these are the weeds. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, I don't know. But these are the weeds that I'm casting up into, or really targeting the edge of them. But got pushed up a little shallow. I'm gonna head back out. So I know a lot of you will ask what this figure 8 deal is next to the kayak. It's probably one of the most common questions I get on all musky videos. So I know a lot of you are not musky anglers or are new to the sport, but basically, in short, could talk about them all day long, but this figure 8 here is how you buy yourself some time and entice the hunter side of the muskie to want to eat. They can be just kind of curious creatures that just follow your bait. So the figure 8 helps get them to actually commit to eating, and something that you'll see me do quite a bit. There's a lot that goes into it, but a very kind of basic tactic that I like to try to remember to do is often speed up my bait a little bit once I get 10 feet or so out from the kayak or from the boat. Even just a tiny little speed up can also entice them to hit, because with muskies it's definitely a numbers game, a time game I should say. They're known as the fish of 10,000 casts. They're hard to get to eat, but I thought I just saw something. I think that was my eyes playing tricks on me. But the more you can do to actually get a fish to hit once they see your bait, the better. Try to not blow it, essentially. Ooh. You got something. I feel like this might be like a pike or something. it's a bass. It's a bass. You know what? We'll take it. Hi, Mr. Bass. It's funny, I've actually caught a largemouth bass like right in the same spot. Gotten into a little bit shallower weeds. And this is a big bait for you, mister. Hey, you know, not what we're targeting, but we will take it. It's always good to get a little slime on the hands, get a fish in the boat. So, yeah, tons of fish here. Hopefully there's some muskies where this came from, but we'll count it. Fish in the boat. We'll send him on home. Ha! Cool. It's actually kind of one of the beauties of going with a bait like this. You can catch a few different things. Some of the musky baits I use later in the year are pretty gigantic, and you're pretty much only going to catch a musky on them, maybe a pike, so. Oh, I think I got another bass. Jeez, I'm gonna change this video to pretending I'm targeting largemouth. This looks like about the exact same fish. So, found the spot for the little largies, but might move a little bit to see if we can find something a little bit bigger. Well, I've actually got some pretty good clarity here now, so if I have a musky follow, I should be able to see it pretty darn well, which is exciting. If you do plan to head out musky fishing, make sure you've got yourself a good pair of polarized sunglasses. Definitely with muskies, if you got to follow, you need to be able to see it, ideally, so. Okay, yep, I just had to follow. It was, oh, no, that was a weed. That wasn't a big fish, and it was super low. I don't know if you guys will, if you'll get a look at that or not, but yes, just had my first follow of the year. Yeah, not a big fish. I think it was probably like upper 30s or so, but yay, that felt good. Again, if you're new to musky fishing, probably wondering why I'm excited right now. But moving fish is a good sign. Good old spinnerbait. If you've been wondering what's been making all those big splashes around, it's these guys right here. Big old carp. Gosh, it's a fat harp. Wow. Yeah, I don't really talk when I have follows, friends. I just had another fish follow. That one is actually really little. That was like a 2.5 footer. Musky. All right. So I didn't mention this earlier, but something that's working against me right now is my electronics for some reason died. They're fully charged, so I don't really know what the deal is. So I'm running blind right now. Tried to fix it and couldn't, but thankfully I know this lake decently well. But basically I'm running blind, but it did feel good. I think that was, what? I think my first cast at this new spot, new side of the lake, and had a little musky follow. I would totally take a 30-inch musky. Get things going. high pressure day, almost no wind. It doesn't feel very musky-like, but it's good to see a couple. There we go. Got a Mr. Pike. Should have known. Not a bad pike though, honestly. Well, I thought that was gonna be a little musky, but that's all right. We'll keep trying for him. Well, friends, I think I have to call it here. I've been out for just over 2 hours and it's basically all the time that I have. So I do have to get off the water, but I have to say I was pleasantly surprised by today. You know, getting out first day of musky fishing, I definitely didn't have high expectations, especially with this kind of no wind and high pressure thing going on. But the fact that, you know, got a few species in the boat and actually moved a couple muskies, I was definitely pleasantly surprised. Typically you go into musky fishing, you know, hoping to move a couple, not really expecting to necessarily catch them every time. So I will definitely take what today dealt, and it was really exciting, as you probably could tell. Got my blood pumping when I did have those swallows, so it gets me eager for the rest of the year, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting out more and hopefully getting some musky filled videos for you all in the coming weeks too. So yeah, that's it. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you do have like specific questions or anything about musky fishing, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, and as always, I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my ability. So hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like and make sure you're subscribed, because there's going to be a bunch more on the way. Take care. See you guys.